This tightly knit, small Western Kentucky town, one of the greatest honors I have is watching the first responders all over the county as they run to disasters. 40 hours after the greatest disaster to ever hit Kentucky, and especially my hometown, I know, because they're here standing behind me, that my state government and my federal government are running toward that disaster with us. They came to us. I didn't call them, they called me. And that shows me how miraculous of a situation exists in the Commonwealth and within our federal government. When the sun rose over Western Kentucky in Mayfield, the morning after this horrid disaster, I walked out of the fire station of our city government complex. Our city hall was destroyed. Our fire station was destroyed. I don't think there's a pane of glass in any vehicle or property that the city owns that isn't shattered. And as I walked out, I looked across the street to a bank where there was so much rubble. I looked over the city, and I've said it before, it looked like matchsticks. And I did cry. I've tried not to cry a lot, but I did cry. I had to have a moment. And I looked across, and in the rubble of that bank, I saw the flag of the United States that had just recently flown at that fire station. So I walked across the street, and I moved bricks aside, and I took that flag. And standing just over to the right of me were two of our first responders. And I went to them and handed it to them, and immediately those two men began to fold it with the most respect. They'd been up all night. They were tired. They were dirty. And they began to fold it as gently and as beautifully as I have ever seen. I've had that flag with me in my possession. It is safely at my home. And it will always hold a place of respect on that city government complex, however it may look in the future. And it will be there. But I know that in the future we will raise another flag which represents everything that's happened here, all the efforts of everyone. And I look forward to that day when we raise that flag of hope and security over that fire station once again. I want to thank the media also. You guys probably don't hear that very much. I want to thank you because you're telling our story. I guess every mayor feels the same way, but we are special here. We are tightly knit, as I said at the beginning, and we may squabble and disagree, but this is what we do. We come together and we work to build. Thank you so much for building with us.